Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend. We're counting down from today, hump day, as we march towards the weekend.
You know how we do, guys. We get you through the week, to your weekends, counting down Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11:15 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Dang, I tried to beat him to it.
And welcome to today's episode of A Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life
Live.
Where we spend 30 minutes or so with you, introducing you to fabulous people that we met throughout our professional and personal lives. Today is no exception to the rules. Today we have a special word on the street that's coming from us in the Southland. There's a city all the way down in New Orleans. We have Syd the Cool Kid. Come on in, Syd, and say good morning to everybody.
Hey.
Hey there, good morning to you. How are you today?
Good.
Doing good. Syd, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. He said, how are you, Corey?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for asking. I'm sorry I cut you off there. How old are you, Syd?
5.
5 years old. So we can't wait to hear from you what the word on the street is. So we'll see you in a little while, okay?
All right, bye-bye for now. He's waving.
And we also have some beautiful two beautiful ladies that are bringing the arts to people who are blind.
They're actually giving gifts, Corey. They're giving
gifts.
The gifts, we'll let them explain.
By making the arts accessible to people who are blind, vision impaired, deaf, or hard of hearing. We have Access Virginia. We have the executive director of Access Virginia, Ms. Lois Boyle.
All right, let's say good morning.
Good morning, Quisha and Corey. Thank you, Corey. I love that adjective. Beautiful ladies. I like you.
You know, this is so much fun to have you guys here because I mentioned that you're giving gifts, the gifts of sight and sound. Is that what it is?
That's exactly right. Yes.
All right. So this will be interesting to hear about. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right.
And we also have the president of Access Virginia. She is Miss Jacki Bruce.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, this is amazing. We know that you are heavily involved with Access Virginia. Are you only in Virginia right now, or are you in other parts of the country?
Well, right now we are Access Virginia, but we are soon to be Access the World.
All right.
I like it. Okay.
And Jacki is a massage therapist, so right after this broadcast, I'm going to race over to her and get a massage.
All right.
She's like, all right, she agrees with it. All right, we'll see you soon, Jacki.
Don't forget, everybody, that this broadcast is member supported by viewers like you. You can always support the broadcast by simply obliterating, bum rushing the buttons. Just tear them to pieces.
Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Don't do all of that.
DDT, drop kick it, all those good old wrestling moves that you used to do.
Guys, there is a thumbs up button. There's also a share button. Those are two of the main ways that you can help support this stream.
And turn on the notifications so you know when we're coming out with new content.
Absolutely. That way you won't miss an episode when you hit that notification bell. And of course, you can also visit what's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, blindguyhiswife.com. Simple site for this particular production. You go to that link and it takes you here to this site where you see Corey and I at the top. It says Corey's eyes don't work. He has a wife. They celebrate life. You know, people still think Corey is a mini blinds person or like he installs those hanging vertical blinds. I don't know. Either way, you can always support this by scrolling right down to our Buy Me a Coffee section. It says Buy Me a Coffee, support the production. Click the green coffee cup. Once you scroll, there is a green coffee cup. You click it and there's a widget to open. You can choose 1 coffee, 3 coffee, 5 coffees. You can even type in your own amount of coffees. You can add your name, say something nice. It tells you how you're supporting the stream with the amount. And keep in mind that all proceeds go to our 501c3 nonprofit organization, Atumpan Edutainment. You can also see other folks that have bought us coffees as well. So Corey, that's the best way they can support the stream. Thumbs up, like, of course, you can go to the site, check it out if you'd like, but definitely like this stream, guys.
And we can't end the broadcast without our usual plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
That's me.
Did they get a sneak preview today?
Yes, you know, LaQuita is the chef, so let's give you a sneak peek into what we've got for today. It's a surprise. We're always trying to get you guys to eat more fruits and vegetables. I don't know if any of, oh, there's a fruit, avocados.
Mm-hmm.
Easy 3-step chocolate pudding. Step.
That's it.
Easy 3-step chocolate pudding. So hang in there all the way to the end of the broadcast to make sure that you can see how you can make this easy 3-step chocolate pudding. So today we're going to jump right into our broadcast.
I'll read the comments. Y'all know Corey can't see. He keeps trying to pretend like he can, be leaning all into the screen. Look, I got y'all today because Corey gonna mess up his check. Sonia with the Y says,
Sonia with a Y.
good morning, all. I thought you were gonna sing because you know she's a vocalist.
She's Sonia with the Y.
No. Don't do that. Our kids, our Watoto, are saying Akwaba, which means welcome in the Ghanaian language of Twi. Philip Baldo Jr. in third place saying grand day to all.
PWJ in the house.
Yeah, he's slow today, man.
Yeah.
Our Watoto saw Sydney when he was on the screen. They said, hey, Sydney, you're so handsome, Sydney. And we also have someone saying greetings to my favorite family, friends, and special guests.
Supernova.
Hey, you already know, Supernova is in the house. While our Watoto are saying, good morning, Uncle and Auntie, talking to Sonia with the Y and Phil. And he's like, good morning, little girls. Hey there, Sizzle's Diary. She's saying, greetings, everyone.
Sizzle's Diary.
Sizzle's Diaries has some of the best content. Speaking of content, she's on the continent, the African continent. I can't remember which country. If you're in South Africa, let me know in the chat. But she says, greetings, everyone. A great channel to check out. I love it. Also, hey there, Giselle. She says, what's a sneak peek for real?
My bell.
She wants a sneak peek for real for the food. You know, she's a gardener. She shows a lot of planting on her channel. So head over there, guys. She's also laughing and saying, yes, Corey, sing to us. Don't encourage him. And our kids are laughing. I say we get right to the word on the street, Corey, because we've got a great one today.
Coming all the way live by way of New Orleans, Louisiana, we have a special word on the street.
Oh, just so you know, Corey, Sizzle's Diaries is in Namibia. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Sizzle's Diary. That's my best friend impersonation. Sorry about that.
I didn't know if you were a snake.
I know.
She probably, look, you got to watch Corey because
Sizzle's Diary.
He'll have some insight and we're like, huh, what? And I'll be still trying to catch up. I'll fake it till I make it though. Anyways, back to the word on the street.
So now it's time for today's word on the street with 5-year-old Sydney the Cool Kid.
Hello again, Sid. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great right now. We got Giselle laughing at you, Corey. But Sid, I hear that you are going to give us the word on the street. And I know you are from the South, so it's going to probably have something to do with grace or manners or something. You tell me, what's the word on the street?
Share.
Share.
Oh,
Okay.
share. Well, you know what? I like that. I'm going to share some of the comments.
No,
because,
not that kind of share.
Well,
That's
Giselle is saying hello, and Sizzle's Diary is saying hi, Sydney. Phil is saying welcome, Sid. Our kids are saying hey, Sydney. He just said share. I'm sharing.
No, Sydney, what does the word share mean that you're talking about?
Oh, I think Mr. Corey knows.
I think the word share means it's something that you say to somebody you love, right? So,
Yes.
all right.
Oh, well, Giselle says sharing is caring. You know, she says that all the time on her channel. She shares information about gardening.
Giselle, you're helping LaQuita be right and her wrong. We're talking about share. It's a word from New Orleans. We say, hey, share, or good morning, share. It's a way of saying friend or saying that you're someone that I care about.
Oh, is that right, Sid?
Yes.
Got it. So that's the right way to use the word share. Okay, I think I understand now. Well, Sid, this has been so much fun. having you on the channel. Are you going to share with us what's behind you? Is that a painting or is that a toy behind you?
Yeah.
Look at your wall.
Look.
What is it?
Paint.
It's, who painted that?
Daddy and Mom.
Right. I know your dad is an artist, so I was thinking like, oh, you're going to share your painting, you know, your family's talent, but got it. Giselle understands now really what you mean. I understand, but can you read what Giselle says about you? What does she say right there? Can you see it? Where she says can you read what she said, where she says he is so? He's too busy dancing, taking over the scene. She said he is so handsome. Our kids are giving you hearts. Sydney, we are going to have to say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for sharing the art on your wall and for giving the real word for the Louisiana share.
All right.
We'll see you next time. Okay?
Bye, Cher.
Bye.
See you next time.
Thank young Mr. Syd the Cool Kid, for coming on today.
Absolutely.
And if you would like to commission some great artwork, Roderick, his father, is a very talented artist. He's painted backdrops for our stage plays. He is he's been commissioned by local businesses to paint murals on walls, and he was
out yesterday painting. Yeah,
fantastic.
Doing a mural, you know, like a lot of buildings right now, they commission folks. His dad is fabulous.
And his website, Roderick, if you can put it in the chat, we'll put your website up there or your Instagram so people can contact you about commissioning you for portraits, family portraits, wedding portraits, you name it, Roderick will do it for you.
Right. So what about our guest for the day, Corey? Because everybody was sending Sydney love, saying bye, Sydney, and all of those good things. How about we bring in our guests for the day?
Today's guests are better than Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, all those people that are famous for giving, even grandma sometimes, famous for giving you gifts. These people are giving special gifts, the gifts of sight and sound. People often wonder, Corey, when you talk about movies all the time, you go to live shows all the time, how can someone that's blind access the performing arts?
You know, Corey, you said we go to live shows all the time. You know, you have that shirt that says "I get live," and Giselle said you got the right shirt on today. And yes, you get live. You do get live.
You got these from Doc Rocks, and check out Doc Rocks YouTube channel. Let's get live.
Yes.
Now, again, these people give the gift that allows people like myself or people that are deaf or hard of hearing, like LaQuita Marie, who never listens to me,
you know what?
The ability to enjoy the performing arts and the fine arts. We have today's featured guests of Access Virginia, Miss Lois Boyle and Jacki.
Hi, good morning. Hey, Cher.
Hey, Cher.
Hey, little Jacki.
Thank you so much for having us. We are excited to be your guest today. Thank you.
Yes.
And
Thank
I am
you.
okay.
Well, you know, I was going to say,
Yes,
go ahead, Lois, Jacki. Go ahead, Jacki.
Hello.
Just a little lag.
Oh, I think, yeah, it's breaking up a little bit, Jacki. So, Jacki, we're going to ask you a test question so that we can see how your audio is working, because our children are saying Grandma beat Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. So, Jacki, I'm going to mute so that you can answer that question. I mean, I don't know. You give us your test.
Well, to me, Santa Claus is the bomb. Santa Claus wins.
I like it. Okay, simple and sweet. You know, Santa is pretty much a classic. So, you know, you guys, we're so happy to have you here. Folks are welcoming you. Giselle says, hello, ladies.
Hi.
He says, welcome, ladies. And Global Green Book is in the house.
Global Green Book in the house.
She says, blessings, family. How's it going? Catching another great live stream. So we're going to jump right in and let you ladies tell us about what you do, how you do it, And, what exactly is Access Virginia? Because we've got folks giving you hand claps. You're going to say something, Corey?
Yeah, we'll jump over to you first, Lois. Lois, this all started in your work as a court stenographer. Is that correct?
Yes, it did. It did. Part of what we do besides the legal field is we also provide captions, which is speech to text. So a person that is deaf or has profound hearing loss can read as we're typing. It's translating into English, so they can read what's being said. So that's how they get access, and it can be provided whether it's in church or in the classroom or at the performing arts.
Nice. And I like it. And so if it's okay with you, I'm going to share a video about it's actually some children that provided a service. You know what? I think we should share your website first, just so people know exactly like where to go when they're heading over there. And I guess we'll let Jackie give us a little bit of insight also on, how Access Virginia works from her perspective as well, because I know that Jackie is visually impaired. Her vision is very low at this point. Just so you know, Corey, David Hunt first in here at 11:30. The first person to show up at 11:30.
David Hunt, check out David Hunt's YouTube channel.
So everybody's laughing with him. And so as long as we're going to let Jackie tell us
Sure.
how this works for her,
Okay.
especially her vision. How does this benefit people in her position? All right, Jackie.
Is she frozen?
I don't think so. I think she's there, but I'm going to share your website as well so that people know where to go. And then I'll ask Jackie again. We'll see if we can hear her. Jackie, can you hear us okay?
I don't know that she can hear us.
Gotcha now, yes.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So go ahead, Jackie. You can tell us about the services that Access Virginia provides for people to access the performing arts. All right, Jackie's up.
All right. Well, all right. Well, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm assuming that you can. I met Lois as she and were speaking at one of my clubs.
Uh-oh.
About Access Virginia works, and as a blind person, I had been accessing, but as my site Have Virginia brought life by and in my ear while I'm watching a performance. So right now, I see with my ears.
Got it.
That
She's with her ears. Jackie, if you can hear me, I will interject right here because it is in and out, Jackie, on your end. And so we showed up, we heard a little bit of it, and I've been showing the website so that people can kind of see the services that you all offer. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go over to the website. We're showing that the different services, and we'll go on to Lois so that she can kind of explain to us how open captioning, cards, audio description, and backstage tours, all of these different services, sort of how they play out for you guys. David Hunt he loves this topic. Hey there, so she showed up a little bit late. 2 minutes late. There's a reason. You're just fine. So, Lois, hop back over to you.
Okay.
You know, you tell us a little bit about the different services that you offer so that I can also share that video next. Talk us about the services and then set us up for that video, the Pirates in Peril.
Pirates in Peril first. Okay. The services that Access Virginia provides is open captioning, which is, as I mentioned, is speech to text display of the spoken words. And we provide it mainly at the performing arts theaters. So we get the script and we edit it. So we're able to output it to what's called an LED board that's set to either the right or left of the stage. And then there's designated seating for persons who are deaf or hard of hearing. And then they purchase tickets for those seatings. So they're at a distance where they can comfortably see the screen. And as the cast is singing and talking, that is being scrolled up in sync with what is being said and sung on stage. And we also include environmental sounds, so they get a full experience of what the hearing audience is also seeing and hearing. And then we have audio description, which is a service for persons with profound vision loss or who are blind. And that is a narration of the visuals. The opposite for persons with vision loss, they can't see, but they can hear. So what we do, the audio describer sits in the audience with a transmitter, and they broadcast via radio frequency to, I can best describe it as like walkie-talkies. The audio describer has a transmitter, and the person who has vision loss will check out a receiver in the lobby, and they will get the descriptions in between. The audio describer will slip the descriptions of the body language, the costumes, the stage settings. They will slip it in between the pauses in the play, so they don't talk over the cast members.
Right. So, you know, with the audio descriptions, I have it here on the screen from your website because Corey has experienced that. Syd the Cool Kid, Antoine says that's really a cool process. So grateful. It's an amazing topic. I'm blessed to have met the deafblind students. Join in now for wisdom. So, you know, she's listening in all ears, and she says this is really great. Wow. So go ahead. Tell us also about the backstage tours, because I think that will lead us right into the video that we're going to share next.
Yeah, so with the permission of the company, the theatrical company, we ask if maybe an hour before the show, we can take the patrons who have on a backstage tour, and they get to feel the costumes and the props, and they somebody, normally 1 or 2 people from the cast, will come and speak with them and tell them about the play and describe the costumes. So when we describe it to them, say if there were feathers, they feel the feathers. So when it's being described to them what the cast member is wearing, they will, it will trigger their imagination back to when they felt the feathers or the hat or whatever.
Well, this is too cool. Everybody loves pirates. So what are we going to see when we check out this particular video?
So we have a few teachers of the visually impaired that help us with, we started workshops for students that are blind or have profound vision loss, because they said not all the time will a student, because of their age, and lack of experience in life, they will not always understand what we are describing. Because if you haven't seen a leap, they don't know what a leap is when we're describing the cast or leaping across the stage. So we decided to start workshops, theater, sensory workshops for students that are blind or have vision impairment, so they can learn all about the theater, front stage, backstage. They take drama exercises, they take vocal exercises, they learn about body language. And then at the end of the workshop, it's probably about 10 workshops. We do one in the spring, one in the fall. At the end of the last workshop, play that's actually created for the students. And they get to act on stage and invite their parents, their siblings, and their grandmas, grandpas, aunts, aunties, uncles, teachers, and it's open to the public. So then they act, and that's their showcase performance to learn. It's a combination of all they've learned for the 10 weeks. So they really, really love it and enjoy it. They get to also attend a play during that series of workshops, and they get to experience a live performance with audio description as well.
Got it.
So we pick a theme every year for our workshops. This was water, the ocean. So this is Girl, the kids were pirates. They got there was a storm. They got stranded on an island, and they had to come together and cooperate in order to fix the pirate ship so they can return back home. So this is little clips from the workshops. This is one of our theatrical instructors, Megan, and these are some of the students. We have two. We have one in Norfolk. This is a teacher of the visually impaired, Gail. And she helps instruct the theatrical instructor on how to work with students who are blind. Here they are learning how to sway on a ship.
Right.
They're swaying back and forth as we would if we were on a ship in a storm. And here they're attending Davy Crockett, one of the shows that they're able to attend.
Right, because you also attend a live show as part of your training.
Yeah, so they're attending Davy Crockett.
Nice. I'm going to bring Jacki back in. Yeah, Jacki, shoot. I'm going to pull her in now. So
and this is part of the touch tour that they're able to feel the costumes and the props, actually hands-on. And this gentleman is explaining to them about the costumes. So we're feeling a bird nest. And this little one is having just a ball with the pot.
And I see that he has a cell phone, so not everyone is totally blind.
No,
some people have full vision, and you know, like Giselle is saying that one of her high school friends is deaf. She learned a lot from her. So they learn from each other.
This is the captain. Yep.
Okay, this is the end of the show because we saw this show. We were live and in person, so this is so cool to see it again.
And I actually read audio description services for this show, and it works out very well because you have a headset on, so you don't disturb the other audience members. They can't hear what the narrator, what the narrator is saying to you. So it's really cool. It does help you to understand the show.
Yes.
So
And go ahead. If you see the ladies on the stage that are hiding, like behind the chest, they're called shadows. And they help guide the students.
Right. I like that they're in costume. So they're shadows, but they're part of the scene.
Yeah, we try to do it like a regular play.
Right. So this is so awesome. This service that you offer, we'll stop it there. I know part of that show was that they had to have teamwork. They had to work together.
Exactly.
You know, Jacki, I know you're back in here. We'll see if we can hear you okay. So grateful is saying in the chat, very happy to see the pupils empowered. That does mean a lot. And I know, Jacki, you have not been blind or low vision all of your life. And so for you, how is this empowering you? What does this mean for you, Jacki? I think she is frozen again. Oh my goodness. What we can do is we're going to move forward to
I can hear. Can you hear me
your.
now?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Lois. Go ahead, Jackie. Give us your experience.
Oh, I think she's again.
She's
Oh,
glitching.
no. This is awful.
I know it is glitching.
Just to provide
Can
a little
you hear me now?
background.
Yes,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Mhm. Still in and out.
Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Just keep talking, and we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Giselle says her son has 3 high-risk factors of glaucoma. He has to take eye drops
I,
for every day to prevent him from losing vision. They found out it can be inherent or it can just happen sometimes. Wow. Go ahead, Jackie. Try it now because you're looking good.
I think there's just a little delay.
There is, but she is glitching. Like, you know how the video, it glitches, and that's how we can tell that the audio, that's the reason why there's the delay with the audio.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So Lois, can you explain how you and Jackie came to work together, and then also explain what her role with Access Virginia has grown?
I know, because this is heartbreaking. Giselle was like,
this is heartbreaking because nobody can describe it like Jackie can describe it.
right. And Giselle was like, I would love to hear from her.
Jackie was so excited when she found out about Access Virginia. I'm really disappointed that she's not able to express her sentiments, but I'm not. How did we come to meet Jackie? Anyway, Jackie was an avid theater goer, and then she lost her sight.
They have a Twitter page too for it. I'll put that back.
Yeah, she lost her sight, so she was really disappointed. She's been in the theater. Her mom took her to the theater as a child. They lived in New York, so they always went to the theater and to museums. She lost that when she lost her sight. I'm hoping she'll be able to come in.
Right, because I know she said that she gradually lost it after an accident during Hurricane Katrina, and so I know that people can follow you all on Twitter, on Instagram. So I'm definitely adding those things to the chat because, people want to know, where else can I follow? What else are you doing? I know that you have an upcoming event, first of its kind. Tell us a little bit about this movie event that's happening.
Oh, yeah. So in the advent of COVID, we've moved some services online. So the people who we service can still have access to the arts, to the movies. So one of the requests we had was, can we see Harriet online? So I did. I looked for Harriet, and it already came with audio descriptions. So I purchased the DVD, and we're going to show it this Friday. And I've sent a link. We send it out through our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, we send it to our listserv. And it's going to be by Zoom, so they can log in. And then I will share Harriet, and they can watch Harriet. And we'll probably have like a little trivia. We make it interesting. So we tell them, bring their popcorn, Raisinets or whatever. Like they're actually going to the movies. And after the movie, we'll probably have a little powwow session. And
you guys are busy. I mean, I see on your Instagram page, you've got lots of different events happening, even in the pandemic. And so I was going to ask about I was going to ask you to set up the video that we're going to finish up with. So that's where Jackie was going to have us segue, because Giselle is saying the movie sounds fun. You know, this is a great experience. But I know that Jackie, she has been able to see most of her life. This has just been in the last 15 years now. This is happening with her losing her vision gradually. And so you all did a show where you had people with hearing loss. And so with this particular show, I'm going to share the screen. It kind of tells the stories of what happened with people, how they came to be in this situation. So I'll play it and you tell us a little bit about it as it goes on.
Okay. It's called, if you want me to give you a little, this is called Between, if you could pause it. It's a play, and it consisted of the cast of deaf and hard of hearing cast members. It's a series of stories that were developed during workshops for adults with hearing loss. And I asked Virginia Stage Company if they would create a play to educate the public on what it means to live with hearing loss. So we again did the arts drama workshops where they learned about vocal inflection and body language and on how to deliver the line. And then the playwright put together a story it's a collection of their stories.
Right.
Of living with hearing loss, the difficulties, the struggles, but also the triumphs. So this is the audience. This gentleman in the orange was the playwright.
Right. The playwright is right there. Got it.
Ron Newman, yes, the orange with the anchor.
All right, we're going to add Jack back in. Let's hope it works this time. And I'll keep playing the video.
And they're looking at a clip of everything that Access Virginia has done. This is the audio visuals.
The cast
this is some of the cast members introducing themselves. And they're waving in sign language, which means clap.
Right.
And we had 2 deaf cast members, and these are different clips from the show. Different series. And then they have on the back screen vignettes to more explain what's happening.
I see it's a multimedia experience. So Corey, like behind them, there's a huge screen. So, you know, it gives better insight. And they're all telling their stories of how they lost their hearing.
Yeah, if you want to pause it on some, I can explain what's happening. These 2 are the lady, the blonde lady is deaf, and the younger person, they're fighting over the remote. The younger person can hear, she doesn't want to see the captions, and the deaf person is saying, I need them. So that's what's happening there.
Corey, did you have a question?
I was just going to make a comment that cast members' stories range from people that have lost their hearing through the military experiences, all the way to people that may have had some kind of illness or injury. So it's a range of people that are expressing themselves in a way to help to educate through the arts about their experiences. So this is great. And you also, guys, you're not just doing stage plays, and you're not just doing stage plays and movies. You guys also provide descriptive services for people that are blind and visually impaired for museum fine art, correct?
Yes, we just did our first online. We're now branching out to the museums, and we actually did one online with an art exhibition where the artists were gracious enough to come on and explain and share their art pieces, and then our audio describers describe the art pieces. So the people who were blind or visually impaired can more appreciate the descriptions. Right. And this gentleman, if you want to pause it, he is retired military. He lost his hearing during the military service.
Right. So that's one of those people, like Corey was saying, it runs the gamut of, you know, different reasons why they lost their their hearing. Like I know you said this lady is a professor. She's a professor, and you know, she has profound hearing loss. Is that right?
Yeah, she lost her hearing during surgery, actually.
Right, during surgery.
Surgery. but she's still a professor, and I provide captions for her sometimes at school meetings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, you had a very touching story that you shared about one of your first clients for open captioning at a live theater.
She's coming up. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And she was a music teacher, and now you can go ahead and tell the story.
Right. If we want to wait till we get to her so we can see.
No, you go ahead and start.
Oh, okay. I met Angela, wanted captions. I was working at an agency in court reporting agency in Norfolk, and she called the office because she wanted captions for church services, and I volunteered. I got to know her, and she expressed her frustration at not being able to access the performing arts. If you want to pause it, Angela is this lady that's speaking right now, and she's explaining to everyone that this particular day, 5/11/19, when we did the play, was her mother's birthday. So
Wow.
she was expressing very emotionally.
Right.
So if you want to pause it here as well, what exercise we did, as you can see scrolling up, are professions: restaurateur, real estate, finance advisor, and they were asking if you practice one of these professions in the audience, please stand, as well as the cast members on stage. And as they stood, when they announced their profession, so did the cast members stand up. So we had a retired principal, we had a Walmart stocker, we had the English professor stand up, along with other professors who may have stood up in the audience. A massage therapist stood up, as well as one on stage. So the point was, just because you have a hearing loss does not mean you cannot hold one of these professions. And in fact, they do hold these professions. The only thing that's needed is accommodations, so a person with hearing loss can practice their profession.
Right. And we've got Jacki back in the stream. Hopefully we can hear some closing thoughts from her as far as, how this experience has empowered her, because she is a massage therapist.
Yes.
So Jacki, if you can hear us, have at.
Oh, disappointing. And she still practices.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, just go ahead. We'll just listen. Go ahead.
Thank you, Queen. I think your name went by really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you?
Yeah, go ahead, Jacki.
Oh my goodness, you got me! Yay!
Yay!
Yes. Well, I've been hearing it. All right. Yes, I do massage. I own my own business. As far as being visually impaired, I know a visually impaired lawyer, someone who plays hockey on a semi-pro team, teachers, professors, a whole game. And for Access Virginia saved my life. I have been going to the theater with my family as member. I lived in the city in New York, and the city was an hour away by train. So it was something that my mother, my brother, and I did all the time. That
Man,
Yeah.
it's starting to glitch again, Jacki. It's starting to cut out so
We're
much.
gonna have to bring Jacki back one day just to tell her story from going.
You have to let Jacki explain her story. And I'll tell you a real quick story. I asked Jackie, because we had not, this was, we brought audio description to Hampton Roads, and it was new to us. I asked Jackie if she would consult with us, being a person who is blind, and give us direction. And we asked Jackie, okay, how did we do? And her comment was, you have brought light into my dark world.
Wow.
And everybody took their tissue. I was handing everybody drivers who were, training, even the young gentleman. He had a tear in his, because the way she expressed it.
Wow.
He didn't know the importance of having access.
Right.
And you really don't know unless you know someone with vision loss or hearing loss, the profound effect just having simple accommodations can make, giving them a sense of independence. Like Corey said, nobody knows you're listening in the audience because you have your earphone in your ear, and the audio describer is sitting somewhere out of, so she or he won't disturb the viewing audience. So it really offers them a sense of independence. The same with open captioning. Everybody can read the screen. And at Chrysler Hall, I can't tell you how many times, because I was sitting down by the stage, how many times people with hearing said, I appreciate it because when I didn't understand, I looked at your screen. Or they'd say, you know what? I've been singing the wrong lyrics for 10 years. And now that I read your screen, I know it benefited the hearing audience. And I'm like, go tell the box office, that you enjoyed it, because it is something that they should be offering. Accessible.
Absolutely, because Giselle is saying, yes, having access is important, because if anything goes wrong with our family, the history, I do have my classmate, that has access to help, like he knows what avenues to go through if she needs that. And, she was like, man, Jackie was just getting good to, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have her back to tell her story. Giselle was saying that the videos and the stories were just beautiful. So this has been really wonderful having access for Jen. I'm going to bring Jackie in one last time so we can hopefully at least hear her say goodbye or something, because Phil is saying it's great to be appreciated. So Jackie, you're back in with us. Give us something. I'm going to be quiet and we're just going to hope it comes through. So try it. I think she's frozen already.
It's frozen.
I am hoping. No.
Go ahead, Jackie. No, we can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Oh, excellent. I hope you were able to hear what I was saying when I was in the last time. I thank you very much for allowing us to be here with Access Virginia. And it is a right. It's a right to have accommodations. So if you are deaf, if you are blind, you have the right to service. Tell your friends about us, and if you don't, tell your friends, people when you and go to museums, be there for you. My God, I can't even tell you how much access to me and how it changed my life.
Nice. Thank you so much, Jackie, for that. We're going to have you on again all by yourself. Maybe you can head over to the theater or something, but we got something going on.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
We definitely thank you, ladies, for joining us today. And you can visit the website to find ways to support Access Virginia through your donations. And before we go,
all the information is scrolling at the bottom. However, I've been adding all of those things to the chat as we've been talking, so people can just touch those links. And they're also in the video description as well.
So
yeah, and some of your guests mentioned that they knew someone with vision loss. Please tell them about Harriet if they're interested. We'd love to meet them. If you want to be added to our listserv, please put it in the chat or you can write to me, email me at Access Virginia.
Mhm. Yeah, they can get access right there on the website. They can get access to that through the Instagram links. So it's all right there for you guys. Head
Or
on.
email. Yeah, accessvirginia@gmail.com. Or you can call me.
Yes, and we put that into the chat as well. So yeah, everything is right there for people to access in different ways. Well, guys, we are going to say thank you again.
Thank
And Giselle was saying, okay, we are going to move on to our final segment, which is our plant-based treat. However, we have a question for you real quick. How many fruits and vegetables have you had so far today? The look on her face.
Grapes. I had grapes this morning.
All right, that's the goal, getting people to eat fruits and vegetables at every meal. So look, you're doing good. Keep it up for the rest of the day, and we'll see you soon, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now it's time for today's plant-based treat with Chef LaQuita Marie.
Easy 3-step chocolate pudding. Step 1, gather ingredients.
Avocados, cacao powder, salt, coconut cream, and table syrup.
Do the same thing with this one.
Avocado helps weight loss, reduces blood sugar spikes, and is strongly linked to lower risk of many diseases. It's also high in a heart-healthy fatty acid.
Using table syrup because I did not have the agave nectar. Cooking with Greens brand, the pink Himalayan salt.
This salt contains iodine. Iodine helps generate body heat, and not having enough iodine may make it difficult to learn and remember and might prevent hair follicles from regenerating.
3/4 of a cup of our cacao.
Cacao powder has more calcium than cow's milk, densely packed with iron, magnesium, and antioxidants, and can help with stress, depression, blood pressure, and asthma.
I'm going to add my heavy cream, coconut cream.
Coconut cream is packed with the antioxidants vitamin C and E. Vitamin C encourages tissue growth and repair, and vitamin E protects healthy tissues from free radical damage or cancer cells.
Drizzle in our coconut cream. Let's try it. I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit of nutmeg.
Nutmeg relieves pain, calms indigestion, helps cognitive function, and reduces insomnia. It's used in toothpaste and helps oral conditions.
I really liked the pudding. It was sweet, creamy, even without the whipped cream.
I really love this pudding. I like chocolate, and this had a really deep chocolate flavor, and it was nice and creamy and smooth, and it was better than any store-bought pudding you could ever get.
All right,
Yes,
guys.
that chocolate pudding was very sweet, just like LaQuita.
Hey.
So I love my chocolate.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this episode. As you see, we need Access Virginia. The challenges are real, getting everybody on the same page if they have challenges like being hard of hearing, deaf, vision impaired, blind. So, there's a lot that happens over here with Corey and Blind Guy, his wife, their life. It's great to bring people in like Access Virginia.
And just remember, just like Lois was saying, a lot of times the accommodations that are made for people that
Jackie was saying that too.
That have different abilities that might be blind or hard of hearing, just like they were saying with the live shows, the open captioning, a lot of those accommodations work for people who aren't differently able. So next time you walk up a curb cut or roll your luggage down a wheelchair ramp, think about how those accommodations are important to everybody. So we thank you guys for joining us on this episode of A Blind Guy,
His wife,
Their Life Live. If you're watching in the replay, hashtag Replay Squad in the comments. And don't forget to join us tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to meet Tanya Rollins Shadley of TRS Production, who's going to show you how she takes her platform of theater and the performing arts to be a vehicle for change for those people that are differently able.
yeah, she's a parent of a special needs child. And Friday, Financial Fridays with Kwame's Trading.
David from Kwame's Trading out in the house. He's out on the west side.
Absolutely. He's a day trader. He is phenomenal,
We're
guys.
talking about how you can understand and leverage your credit for investment.
So happy you enjoyed this today. Giselle says, thank you, fam. This was great. All the way from South Africa. Real Talk with Ntabi says, great topic. Greetings from South Africa. Hey there, lady. And then we also have Giselle clapping. So thank you guys. We will see you again tomorrow, 11:15 a.m. How do we say goodbye, Corey?
We normally say goodbye by saying deuces, but today what we'll do.
Oh, So Grateful says it was a very beneficial session. Thank you.
We'll say it in the spirit of New Orleans. Bye, Cher. Deuces.
Oh, wait, I was laughing. I got to say bye, Cher, right?
Ready, go.
Okay.
Bye, Cher. Deuces.